it's Miss Olvera, and I'm going to keep working with you guys on elapsed time today. So I have a word problem here, and I want us to read it. Miss Olvera is working in her garden, and she wants to be finished by 8 p.m. She starts working at 6:40 p.m. She mows for 40 minutes, waters plants for 15 minutes, and pulls weeds for 10 minutes. Will she be finished by 8 p.m.? Okay, so we want to start with, what do we know? Well, we know that Miss Olvera starts working at 6:40 p.m., okay? And we know that she wants to be finished by 8 p.m. And we also know that she completed some tasks in between. She mowed for 40 minutes, she watered plants for 15 minutes, and she pulls weeds for 15 minutes. And then what do we not know? What's unknown here? Well, we don't know if she'll be finished by 8 p.m. Okay? And just like yesterday when Ms. Colabrese asked you, is this question going to be a time answer? No, this question is going to be a yes or no answer. Will she be finished by 8 p.m.? Okay, so I want to start with my situation equation. So I have 6:40. And she's doing all these things, so that means I'm adding. So she mows for 40 minutes, and I'm going to label that mows, plus waters for 15 minutes. She waters plants for 15 minutes. And then she pulls weeds for 10 minutes. Okay, so now I'm ready to start solving. And just like Ms. Colabrese said yesterday, a clock is just a number line that's in a circle. So I'm going to take and draw a number line here today. Okay. All right, so I'm starting at 6:40 p.m., right? Now, when I look at these numbers, I definitely don't want to start with 40 because that's going to put me past 6 o'clock. It's going to put me into the 7 o'clock hour because remember, there are 60 minutes in an hour. So if I add 40 and 40 is definitely more than 60, so I'm not going to start there. And I could start with one of these two and add small increments, but I'm going to show you another strategy today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 40, and I know that 40 I can split into two 20s. I can split it into 20, and I can split it into 20. And 20 plus 20 is still 40. That kind of looks like our alien method that we used earlier in the year when we were doing partial products, because this is just partial add-ins. 20 plus 20 is still 40. Okay, because I know if I do 20 plus 40, that's going to be 60 minutes, okay? And I'm not going to say 7:60. I'm going to say this is 7 p.m., okay? 20 minutes is going to get me to 7 p.m. I've used that 20 minutes. Guess what? Now I need to use this other 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes, 7 p.m. Guess what, guys? Now it's 7:20 p.m. Okay? Now, I could add 15, I could add 10, or I could go ahead and put those two together and say this is 25 minutes total. So that's going to be a little bit bigger than my 20-minute. So I know, using my mental math strategies, if I add up 20 plus 25, that's going to be 45. So 7:45 p.m. is what time Miss Olvera will finish. So will she be finished by 8 p.m.? Yes, she will be finished by 8 p.m. Okay, so sometimes I have numbers that are not going to add well when I am trying to do time. So it is okay to break them up into numbers that are more compatible to get me to numbers that will add together well to make 60. Okay? All right, let's try another one. Okay, so now I have Miss Rojas. And Miss Rojas started watching a movie at 7:45. The movie was 1 hour and 45 minutes long. What time was it when the movie was over? Okay, so what do I know? Well, I know that Miss Rojas started watching a movie at 7:45. I know that the movie was 1 hour and 45 minutes long. What do I not know? I don't know what time it was when the movie was over. Okay, so do I know if it's AM? Do I know if it's PM? No. Does that matter right now? No. I still can figure out what time it's going to be when she gets finished. All right, so again, I'm going to be starting with my situation equation. So it's 7:45, and we're going to be adding 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay, we haven't done one yet where we are adding an hour. Okay, I still start the same way, boys and girls. I still have my 7:45 start time, and I still have my number line. Okay, now this one's kind of easy to start with because the first thing I want to do is I want to add that hour, because I know 1 hour from 7:45 is going to be 8:45. Okay, that's really easy for me. Okay, now I have 45 and I have 45. That, if I put those together, is going to be more than 60. So remember, what works well in time? Well, 15 minutes work well in time. So I'm going to take this 45 and I'm going to split it. I'm going to split it into 15 and 30 because 15 plus 30 gives me 45. Okay? 15 plus 30 gives me 45. And guess what, boys and girls? 15 plus 45, what is that going to give me? Well, that is going to give me 9 o'clock. 15 minutes will give me 9 o'clock. So I did the 1 hour. I'm going to cross that off. I did the 15 minutes. I'm going to cross that off. So now I have left, all I have left is this 30-minute time period. So 30 minutes. And guess what time it is, boys and girls? It is 9:30. Now, it didn't tell us if it was AM or PM, so we're just going to say that the movie will be over at 9:30. All right, guys, I will see y'all later.